You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knocked out. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1. Ding, ding, ding. Saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's going to just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to be Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is, and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.
Hello, how's everyone doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this great big world of ours. Welcome to Zev University. We are a self help personal development online training firm, and we specialize in giving you the information you need to learn more about the subconscious mind and how the subconscious mind controls all your daily actions. And today's topic is about world class sales training. And this is dear to my heart because I started out as a sales professional when I was about the age of 17, 18 years old, working for a company called Tom McCann Shoes. So if anyone from the New York, New Jersey area, you've probably heard of that name before, Tom McCann Shoes. Well, I started out as a salesman working there and making whatever it was minimum wage, but also earning commission. I was very excited about it because it gave me the opportunity to interact with people and learn the different personalities and just get to see the different spectrum of different personalities and people that are out there. And I enjoyed talking to people. It was fun. It was exciting. You earned good living and you had fun doing it. So today's topic is about world-class sales training, and we're going to go right into it and show you that no matter where you're at in your sales career, you can always enhance your ability to communicate and learn new things. The worst thing that any sales professional can possibly do is because they're on a good run, think they know it all. And once you think you know it all, you're going to wind up losing it all. So the goal here today is to give you as many tips as we possibly can to help you improve your career, close more deals, but most importantly, improve your relationship with your customers and create more satisfied customers. I still have today customers that call me from 15, 20 years ago just to touch base with me, see how things are going because not only did I sell them a product or service, but I built personal relationships with them. And that's just what this is all about. And we came up with a 7 step system over the last 25 years that has helped tens of thousands of sales professionals here in North America improve their income, improve their business relationship skills, improve their communication skills, and overall improve their life. So I'm going to go right into this webinar. Again, welcome to Zam University. And our motto here is come run with us. We are the Wolf Pack. And we're going to tell you everything we possibly can today to help you improve your closing skills, your relationship skills, your rapport building skills, because that's what it's all about in the new economy that we're working in today. So we're going to go right into this webinar and go ahead and get you guys started. I see you on the other side. So what exactly does training mean? Well, training is the process of increasing the knowledge and skills of an employee for doing a particular job. It seeks to improve their job performance, their work behavior of those trained, also to increase profits, customer satisfaction, and employees' personal employee development. That is very important. When you train one of your employees or you're training yourself, you want to not only train for your career, but also enhance that individual. You want to take them to the next level. And every training program should take your employees to the next level. And that's what we teach you here at Zev University. We work as a team here. We train our people, we train our clients, and we teach them how to enhance themselves, how to become a better individual overall. So the process of increasing the knowledge and skills of your employee doing a particular job is very important. It seeks to improve the job performance and work behavior of those trained. Also, to increase profits, customer satisfaction, which is very important in today's economy, and personal development of your employees. That's the true meaning of what training is truly all about, and that's what we do here at Zev University. So every now and then, someone who's asked us, "What is Zev? What does that really mean?" Well, Zev means wolf, and that's the reason why our logo has a wolf inside of it. See, we studied animals and we realized that a wolf pack hunts together, work together, and they're also very loyal to each other. And that's how a sales team should be. They should work together and hunt together. So to give you an idea, the company started back in 1998, and at that time it was called Coach 37 SEI, which stands for the Sales Enhancement Institute. And we started out as a sales training firm based in the New York area, and we focused on NLP and Q and EQ, which is neuro linguistic programming and emotional intelligence. And we realized that over the years that not everyone is really made out to be a professional salesperson, even though people do try, but you have to be mentally tough. And we came up with our 7 step program to really focus on the human side of the sales process. And that's where the mental toughness comes in when you're a sales professional. Because remember, you hear no so many times. And if you're not mentally tough and if you don't have thick skin, after a while, those no's are going to start getting to you. You're going to take it personally. And the top producers realize that mental toughness is where it's all about. So we put together a 7 step program that can help you enhance your mental toughness so you can go out there and become a top producer, whether the economy is good or bad. The economy is good for you because you are mentally tough. You are prepared for the war. And by the way, the sales team in any department are the warriors, the wolves that's out there hunting every day, bringing in that bacon, bringing in that meat, bringing in those deals to keep the whole operation going. That's why the salespeople are so important in any organization. And a lot of salespeople go on to be a VP of sales or even a CEO of different companies because they have that hunter mentality. They have that mental toughness over the years that they develop, that mental toughness. And that's something that we teach here. It's called NLP, EQ, mental toughness, the human side of the sales process. So we're going to jump right into that and show you exactly what we mean about the human side of the sales process. So come run with us. And before we get started, I'm going to give you a little information about Zev University itself and give you a partial list of some of the clients that we have helped over the years. We've helped tens of thousands of individual sales professionals go from making 60,000 to 300, 400, even more per year in income. We've helped Keller Williams, we've helped BMW, Burger King, Century 21. As you see, there's a list. I'm quite sure you're familiar with some of these names here on this partial list of satisfied customers that still come back to us today because our training is the type of training that you just can't step away from because we teach something that is scientifically proven to enhance your sales team or you as a salesperson, your ability to close more deals. And like I said earlier, it's all truly about mental toughness. So this is a partial list of some of our very satisfied clients and customers over the years. Now, I also want to give you some information about who I am, C.W. Zev. I graduated from Upsala College in New Jersey, earned a BA in marketing. The first company I actually started was called Stokes Bread Distributors, and I started with $500, believe it or not, and I was going around to companies. If you're in the Newark, New Jersey area, you know Pector's and Calandra's and a few other bakeries, the Farina Brothers back in those days, and we would go there and purchase their baked products below wholesale price and then deliver them to the local bodegas and restaurants. And we go out to South Orange, New Jersey and get bagels from Sunny and pick up bagels and drop them off to a store over in Newark or Irvington or in Lyndhurst. And believe it or not, We start out about 3:30 in the morning, and we work until about 10 o'clock in the morning, and we finish for the day. And this was back in 1990s, 1990, 86, somewhere in that time, and was making a really, really good living doing it. Making about 12, $1,500 a day back in 1986, 87. And that's a pretty decent living. And that's how I started into sales and really getting an idea what was going on and route business. And eventually I sold that for 45,000, and I got into the Snapple and Mystic business, and that's when I really learned about dealing with corporate America, companies like Woolworths, if you guys remember Woolworths, and Caldors and a few others, and having our products on the shelves next to Poland Springs and Deer Park. And became a distributor of Snapple and Mystic beverages. And then from there, I started out and I got involved in the bottled water business and with a company that I created called Virgin Springs. And I was actually the first African American bottled owned water company in the Northeast. And we start to really, things start to really get really big and growing. And we wind up with a contract for $3 million in the 1996 Olympics down in Atlanta. And that was very, very, very pleasing for us. A lot of experience, ton of paperwork. You get to see the back end, what corporate America does with all the contracts and bidding and things of that nature. Wind up selling the company to Culligan, and from there I started out with Coach 37 and SEI, and that's what became the sales training. And by that time, word was getting around that this young guy out there has a lot of negotiation skills, and I was just going off of my energy. Nothing special, nothing that I learned in the books, just strictly energy and excitement and passion, being able to close deals with different people. And that's when Poland Springs hired me as a director of sales with one of their largest distributors, servicing over 100,000 customers, with doing roughly about $75 million a year in revenue. And I was able to enhance their revenue up to about 300%. And then from there, I got bit by the entrepreneur bug again back in 2002, and started out with another bottled water company called Blue Mountain Spring Water. And we ran with that for a few years and wound up selling that to an investment firm, and started out from there with another company called Federal Surveillance Systems, which is a loss prevention service company. It's still around here in the northern New Jersey, New York area that offers security cameras, alarms, and things of that nature. And now we have Zeb University. So we started out with Coach 37, SEI, and over the years I've always did the sales training and was on a contract with different companies to come in and do some speaking and some training, and just evolved to where we are today, to this online self-help personal development training firm that specializes in executive training and mindset training and mental toughness. And we focus on personal development and positive mindset and mental toughness, dealing with the subconscious mind and how to change your daily habits to become a more effective person. And that's where we're at today. So I'm excited. It's been a long run. It's been a lot of fun. And hey, I'm still pumped up every morning. Get up, go to the gym every morning, get out there and do my thing. And I'm telling you, I have no desire at all to retire anytime soon. I mean, I'm on a run, and in fact, I have more energy today than I did when I was in my 30s and 40s. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. Listen, we're gonna go right into this webinar. I just want to give you some more information about who I am and the company itself, Zeb University, and how we started out as Coach 37 SEI, and how we evolved to where we are today, which is a high performance mindset training firm for sales executives and business executives. So who should be on this webinar? If you are a professional, if this is your profession, sales, and your career or your income requires you to speak, present, negotiate, persuade, or close deals, or comes with a quota, a weekly, monthly, or a quarterly or annually quota, and also comes with KPIs, then you probably should pay attention to what we're about to do in this webinar, because your future will depend on it. See, we're going to give you some tips that you probably never heard of before. Like I said earlier, we've figured out that the complete sales process or sales presentation comes out to be in three different parts. And 95% of most sales professionals focus on only two parts. Well, that other part controls the entire process. And that's what we focus on here at Zeb University. So we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to give you some tips, some tools that you can use right after this webinar. You can go out and start banging it out, earning more money, closing more deals, building stronger relationships that last a lifetime. We're going to show you exactly how to do that here at Zeb University. Now, my job as a trainer is I have certain responsibilities to give you. I'm giving you as much as I possibly can, and I want to give you my all on this webinar. So, my job is to educate the listener on how Zeb University looks at, or our philosophy, or what makes up the sales process, and how to master the sales process based on our perspective. And that's what it's really about. So, but there's an old saying that I've heard, I don't know who made this saying or where it comes from, but it says that there is more than one way to skin a cat. Now, I'm not saying go out and skin a cat, please. Don't even say that Zeb University go out and skin cats. But that's an old saying. What it really means is that there's more than one route that you can take to close a deal. Just that we have a philosophy and understanding on how we like to teach our clients on how to close a deal, because over the 25 years we came up with a scientifically proven method that actually works, and this is based on scientific information. We're not just sort of winging it and putting something together for you. We realize that people are people and people buy from who they like and trust, and I'll get into that in a moment. But people will buy from you whether you know the product or services that you're offering, or they might know more information about you, about that product or service that you're offering, but you're still able to build that strong rapport and that likability. And that's truly, 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 truly what it's all about. And we're going to show you what we're talking about here at Zeb University. Okay, so selling is a profession and not a job. And I want to emphasize that. A lot of people go into the sales profession and they think that it's a job, but it really isn't. I mean, it's there's not many opportunities out there where a person can go from zero to making X amount of dollars without without a college degree. And we're going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. But selling is a profession and not a job. You know, I remember seeing a comedy where the actor said, "Hey, I'm a salesperson," and this was a quote in a famous comedy movie. And but being a sales professional is really no laughing matter. I mean, but most sales professionals really don't realize that until 3 to 4 years into the profession. And as a sales professional, you have the opportunity to create your very own source of income and lifestyle, other than most professions. I mean, where can you possibly go without a college degree and earn crazy money? When I say crazy money, I'm saying I've seen college graduates start out at a job working behind a cubicle making 40, $50,000 a year. They go into sales. We teach them how to become a professional communicator, and they go into sales and they wind up making a ton of money. I mean, 10 times, they 10x. Like Grant Cardone says, 10x your income. I've seen people 10x their income as a sales professional if they follow our 7-step program, and see them go from making 40,000 to $400,000 a year over a 5-year period. And there's no corporate jobs going to give you that opportunity to do that unless you're in sales. I don't care if you're in IT, marketing, accounting. Typically, there's a cap on what you're going to make. But as a sales professional, you can go out there and create the income and a lifestyle that you want if you're willing to put in the hard work. So selling is a profession that almost anyone from any walk of life can go in, find a college degree, any special license, and make a very respectable living. And like I said earlier, I've seen people go from making 40,000 to 400,000. Now, our average student earn anywhere from 83,000, which is a good income, up to 400 plus thousand per year. But like any other training, just keep in mind we can't make any guarantees, and the results will vary based on the individual, based on your work performance, your effort, the years you might have been in sales, your mindset, your drive, your personal goals, the industry you might be working on or working in, and your work performance. Performance. It's up to you. So that's why mental toughness is so important. We teach you how to not only become mentally tough, but have that drive, that ambition that hunger to go out and hunt like a wolf. That's what we teach you here at Zev University. And we're going to go right into it very shortly. Now let's talk about the sales process itself. It's basically is a set of important steps that your sales team or you as a sales professional can follow to complete the sales cycle. Now, there's a sales cycle and there's also a buy cycle. A lot of times when you're out there talking to customers or you're prospecting, you have a great offer, but it's just not the right time for them at that moment. So you want to find the customers that have that buy cycle that matches your sales cycle because as salespeople, we're looking to close a deal every single day, right? We want to make money every single day. We really want to hear about 6 months from now, 4 months from now, 90 days from now. You want to get paid today. And that's what we teach you here at Zev University, how to hunt like a wolf. But if you follow this process, your sales reps can take the prospect from the stages of being aware or unaware of their needs to paying you for your offerings that's going to meet their needs and solve a problem that they might be having. And that's a key factor. Might have a great product or service, but if that person that or that company that you're in front of don't have a problem for your services that you're offering, there's not going to be a sale made. So we have to hunt for those clients, those customers that have the problem that you can solve with your solution. And we're going to show you how to do that. Okay, so now we're going into our philosophy, our understanding of what the sales process is and the sales presentation and meeting and how both of these are combined and how we feel what it takes to close business, not only close business, but make satisfied customers. See, no one wants to be sold, but everyone wants to buy. That's another old saying I heard years ago. No one wants to be sold, but everyone wants to be bought. In other words, that when you leave your client and you sold them a product or a service that you're offering, you want them to be happy that they purchased and they're doing business from you. You don't want them to have any regrets. You don't want them to call the next day and say, we changed our mind. We kind of feel like you kind of pushed us or forced us into that situation. That's not what we do here at Zev University. We teach you one of the most important parts of the sales presentation that there's no other firm out there that's doing what we're doing. And we've come up with a 7-step scientifically proven system that's going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So when you're out there and you're doing your sales presentation and you're meeting with your clients, there's a lot of exchange and a transfer of information. There's data that's being exchanged. You might be talking about the benefits and the features of your products and services, and they're telling you what problems they might have and what they're looking for, the ideas about the product information, the problems that you can solve with your solution, the problems I do have, and all this information is going back and forth between you and the customer, including the pricing and things of that nature, the words that you're using. We teach you everything you need to know to mirror and understand what that customer is talking about and use the same language that they're using so you can build that rapport. And I'll go into that later on in this webinar. And all this information, we mix it all up in a bowl, and there's so much going on. It's like the stock exchange. There's so much information is being transferred back and forth between you and your customer. And most salespeople don't understand or realize how much information is being transferred back and forth. They're focusing on two things only, but there's a third part of this whole sales presentation and process and meeting that's taking place, and that's what we focus on here at Zev University. So all this information is going back and forth, and before you know it, you walk out and you realize I didn't close that deal, but we're going to give you the tools to show you how to close that deal and to really control the overall sales process. Because the bottom line is that whoever controls the process, guess what? Will control the outcome of that process. And we're going to show you how you can control the process with our 7-step system. So again, we're talking about the sales process and the sales presentation itself. And whoever controls the presentation throughout will basically control the outcome of the opportunity that's in front of you. And that's really what it's all about. And someone's going to make a sale to close out this meeting. Either you're going to sell them on your products and services and the benefits and how it can solve the problems that they're having, or the customer is going to sell you on that they don't need your products and services. Somebody's going to make a sale, someone's going to close the deal. And since you are the sales professional, you've been trained, you're motivated, you're ready to go, you are the person that's supposed to close that deal. Don't let the customer close the deal on you and have you walk out thinking that they don't need your products and services when you know that they need your products and services. So you have to learn how to control the process itself and the presentation. And we show you how to do that because there's certain opportunities that come around, and they come around once in a lifetime. Now, not we all know when you're out there selling, not every opportunity is equal. There's some opportunities that are better than others that can lead to other opportunities. But as a sales professional, you want to equip yourself with as many tools that you possibly can so you don't let those opportunities slip through the crack. And how do you do that? Like by not only learning about your products and services and your price structure, but there's something else involved in this whole process that we call presentation skills and the sales process. There's something else involved, and we're going to show you what that's all about. So you have to be able to overcome all the obstacles, all the rejections to have a favorable outcome, not only for yourself monetarily wise, but also for your customers because you truly believe that your product is going to solve whatever problem that they might be having. You have the solution to whatever situation that they might be having, whatever stress that problem is bringing them as far as stress and maybe their bottom line, whatever the situation might be, you have the solution to it and you have to believe that. So you have to, in other words, you have to control the entire sales process and the presentation and take control of the opportunity so you can have a favorable outcome not only for yourself but for your customer or your client so you can do business with them not only today but in the future and down the road. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. So what happens is that 95% of all sales professionals out there, and we don't have the exact number, but it's high. It's about 95, 93, 94%. So when they focus on just two things when they're out there in front of a presentation, when they're in front of a customer, they only focus on product and service that they're offering. They have the product knowledge. They're talking about the benefits and the details and the colors and the size and all these good things. And then they focus on pricing, and they think that those two parts of the presentation is what's going to make the deal, what's going to get the customer to say yes. But they're completely wrong, and that's 95% of salespeople. And it's not their fault. It's just that most corporations don't really go in deep involved into what selling is truly all about, like we do here at Zev University. We truly had dug deep into the psychology behind and the science behind closing a deal. And this is where 95% of the salespeople focus on because that's what they've been trained on: product knowledge, service knowledge, pricing, and that's it. But there is something that is missing. The most important part of any presentation, that's what's missing, and that's the missing link to you earning more money, improving your income, improving your lifestyle, improving the bottom line of your company, and moving up that corporate ladder, or just if you are a sales manager, growing your sales team, giving them all the tools that they possibly need to go out there and close as much business as they possibly can. And again, 95% of salespeople focus on product or service, whatever they're offering, and then they focus on price, and they forget about the most important part of the entire sales presentation. If you remember earlier, I was talking about the information that's being transferred back and forth and the energy. Yes, I said energy that's being transferred back and forth between you and your customers. And that's what we teach you here at Zev University, how to control that sales process and what you need to know in order to control that sales process. And I'm going to go right into it. And I see you guys. So like I said earlier, most sales professionals, 95% of sales people out there focus on product and service and pricing. And what we've learned over the years is that your product or service only accounts for about 10% of the complete sales presentation or the sales process. Only 10%. So why focus so much on your product and service? And the reason why we say it because there's not too much difference between your products and your competition products, unless you have a patent on something. So if you are a pharmaceutical company and you come out with the cure for a certain disease and you have a 10, 15, 20-year patent on it, of course you're going to be on top of the market. You're going to control a bigger piece of the market. But if you're competing like everyone else that's out there, if you're a car salesman and you're selling a BMW compared to a Mercedes, basically they're both cars are going to get you from point A to point B. Just a matter of maybe the color or the design, or you like the lines in this car compared to the other. But they basically have the same information, the same makeup. They're designed the same, leather, stereo system, whatever manufacturer might be. But you get what I'm talking about. Your products and your services are basically the same, or it might be a slight difference between your competition, maybe some colors or things like that. But it only makes up about 10% of the entire sales process. And then we're looking at pricing. Now, pricing can go either way, but basically, pricing accounts for about 10% of the entire sales process. So you might be a difference in the percentage when it comes down to pricing, 5% here, 3% there, but it basically is about 10% of the entire sales process. So if product and pricing accounts for 10% each on the entire sales process, and let's look at the entire sales process as say 100%. So if you're looking at pricing accounts for 10% and product and service accounts for 10%, that's a total of only 20%. Well, basically, there's another 80% of the entire sales process that's out there that you're not controlling. And like I said earlier, whoever controls the process will control the outcome. I want you to truly think about this. Whoever controls the process controls the outcome. So you might have a better product and you might have better pricing, but we all know sometimes that's not king when it comes down to selling, because we've all been in situations where you bid on a situation, you bid on a product or a contract, and what happens? They go with a higher bidder, and you say, hey, my price was better, or my product is better. There was something in that salesperson or in that presentation that customer decided to go with the competition, even though you might have had a better product or better price structure. So we're here to show you exactly what we're talking about, that missing link. That's something that's missing that you just don't have control over. And that's that 80%. So if the pricing and the product counts for 10% each, you're looking at a total of 20% of a complete 100% sales process or presentation. That 80% that is missing is actually the communication skills, your communication skills, your body language, your voice tone, your mimicking, your listening skills. These are the skills that you need in order to communicate. Remember, people buy from who they like and trust. And the better communication skills that you have, the greater you are to becoming a top producer in your industry, in your company. Remember, the top producers know how to communicate. Now, they might have had training or they might not have training. It could be something naturally in them. Some people say it's called it swag or just communication skills. But we teach those skills that you need in order to control that complete sales process. So if you had an option to focus on three parts of the sales process itself, and you was focusing on the product or service and the pricing that only accounts for roughly about 20% of the entire 100% sales process, doesn't it make sense to focus on your communication skills, on learning to communicate better? Because that controls 80% of the entire sales process. Don't you think if you control 80% of the entire sales process and then maybe throwing another 10%, maybe your pricing is better, or throwing another 10%, maybe your product or service is better. So now you're controlling 90% of the entire sales process. Don't you truly believe that your closing ratio will go up and you're going to earn more money, make more satisfied customers because people buy from who they like and trust? Don't you truly believe that? I mean, I do. And that's the reason why our system works so great and is so effective, because we teach you that missing link. We teach you that part of the sales process that other firms just really don't talk about. Or maybe your company just really isn't giving you that information that you need to know. They give you everything you know about the product or the services that you're offering, and they give you a price list and they send you on your way. But there's other skills that are involved that you need to have to become a top producer as a sales professional, and we show you exactly how to do that here at Zev University. So our training is called, our sales training program is called the 90-10 rule of selling. And what we teach you how to control up to 90% of your next sales presentation. Now that's amazing. If you're able to control 90% of the sales presentation when you're in front of a customer, it goes back to the old saying, whoever controls the process, whoever controls the presentation will control the outcome. See, there's a number of times you need to have the customer say yes throughout the presentation, and we show you how to do that. If you can get the customer to say yes or agree to you 7 times, it's much easier for them to say yes at the end of the presentation when it's time for you to close the deal, and we show you how to do that. We're going to show you how to control up to 90% of your next sales presentation. And how do we do that? We do that with nonverbal communication training skills. That's right, nonverbal communications training skills. And I'm quite sure you all know, because you're high-end sales professionals, that 93% of our communication between human beings is nonverbal communication, body language, voice tones, listening skills. The spoken word only accounts for about 7% of how we actually communicate. So if a customer is sitting in front of you and they say yes, they're interested, but their body language is telling you no, then you have to go by what their body language is saying and not the words that are coming out their mouth, because the body language is the true communication that they're offering to you at that particular moment. So if you see someone that's sitting in front of you and they have their arms folded or they sit back from the presentation, most likely they're in the defense mode, and you need to do something within that presentation to get them more involved, to get them to smile, to get them to unfold their arms and be less disagreeable with you and have them agree with you so you can close them out. And we teach you how to pick up on all these body language and all these skills that you need to have in order to close business. It's not as easy as it might seem, and it's not as difficult as it might seem. It's just that 95% of salespeople have never been trained in nonverbal communication training skills when it comes down to closing deals and earning more money. And that's truly what it's really all about. So we're going to teach you how to control up to 90% of your next sales presentation with nonverbal communication selling skills. So, like I said earlier, we're going to teach you how to learn nonverbal communication skills that's going to take your performance and your income to the next level. And we do it over a 90-day period. This is our 90-day training program that's going to show you how to go from whatever you're earning today to earning more money, closing more business, creating more satisfied customers based on improving your nonverbal communication skills, because that's really where it's all at, folks. Doesn't matter how good your product is, doesn't matter how great of a price you have, if you can't communicate to your customers or to your clients the benefits and the features, and if you can't build a rapport with them on a positive note and get them to smile. Remember, when you're a salesperson, you also are in the entertainment business. I hate to say it, but you're in the entertainment business, and people like to feel good inside when they make a purchase. You want them to be happy about the products or services that they're buying from you. And how do you do that? By improving your nonverbal communication skills, your rapport building skills. We're going to teach you how to shake a hand, how to shake a lady's hand compared to a man's hand, where you should sit in a meeting. All of these tips are really here to help you to improve every single deal that you go out on. And remember, you need to equip yourself with as much ammunition as you possibly can so you can be more effective compared to the competition that's out there. And like we said earlier, about 95% of the sales executives out there have never been taught nonverbal communication skills, which account for roughly 93% of all human communication. So it just makes sense to be able to learn these skills and these tools, so when you're out there, you can close more business a lot faster, earn a lot more money, and create and free up your time to live the lifestyle that you truly would like to live. Again, all you have to do is book your free complimentary call to learn more about our 90-day sales training program that's going to help you take your performance to the next level. All you have to do is click on the link below that says book your free call today and schedule a call with our sales trainer. One of our sales trainers is going to show you all the information you need to know about our programs, step by step, what you're going to be doing over the next 90 days to improve your income, improve your closing ratio, and create more freedom for you and your family. It's all about maximizing every opportunity that's in front of you. And if you have the proper training and the mindset training, all the tools you need that's out there, if you have them in front of you when you're out in front of your next customer, we can guarantee that you're going to close more business if you follow our 7-step program, because it is scientifically proven to put more money in your pocket. So stop leaving all that money you're leaving on the table. Stop leaving it there. Learn to grab it. And how you're going to grab it? By improving your nonverbal communication skills and increasing your mental toughness, because that's what it's all about. In fact, selling is 90% mental, 10% physical. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that. What we teach you here at Zeb University. I'm excited. I know you're excited. I want to thank you again for taking the time out of your day to go over our webinar, to go on our live training event here, and just make the phone call. You got to make the first step. It's up to you. We have the tools and we have all the experience that you need to take your performance to the next level. And here at Zeb University, we truly believe that you too should have it all in life. Look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care.